Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to hopefully the third and final episode of building our central storage, and then we can start really thinking about getting some manufacturing in here, get some assemblers, and hopefully once I unlock them, some manufacturers. So we're doing everything what we can centrally. So the idea is to bring everything in here, and then we can centrally make what we need. Stuff. Yeah, that was pretty cool, that actually, isn't it? These glass foundations just add that nice touch, I think. So the good thing is what we can do here is put these elevator holes in after. I do like to make it look a bit more realistic, and rather having things just randomly going through glass. Can use nudge here, but might be able to just squeeze that in. Yep, just right. Excellent. It's really taking shape. Yeah, definitely. It's a bit hanging in there, but we'll fix that as well. We'll get some foundations in here. So I've got all this tidied up now. So this is where all my eventually all my stuff will arrive. It'll come into here. And what we need to do is just delete these. Don't need them anymore. Want to make some some concrete plinths so it can looks like it's not floating in midair. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. Right, let's just tidy this top bit up here. I think we'll just put a little steel. Don't need to do the end there. Let's get the small one at the bottom, and I think I'll probably use the glass foundations for the top here. I do like seeing it. Get that one, just a little thing underneath. Right, let's go and get our glass foundation, which, funnily enough, it's actually in architecture and not in foundations, but there we go. So get it to the right orientation where the center bar is in the same direction as the bottom of the jubbly. Oh, looks pretty sweet. So what we need now is think about how we're going to make this stronger. So let's see, what should I use? Try the hedge beam. Oh, that one. So we'll look, see how it looks. So I just still want this just tagged out. So we need some sort of like support for this. We don't need a support. It just looks better with a support. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Hedge beam. No. Could try this. Not sure. Not sold. It's going to go right through, isn't it, there? Okay. Could go underneath the... Oh, what's this? Beam support. I don't think that was in before. I don't think we had a beam support before. I can't remember, to be honest, but I don't recall it. I know we had the bigger supports for the concrete and metal, but not for the beams. It's quite good, actually, I think. Yeah. Now, that would normally go straight through, but that's not going to work. It's going to cut into the belt. So what about if I put another beam support on the glass here? Would that look stupid? Let's have a look. So it should go about there. So let's see. I think that'll look all right. Yeah, that'll work. Let's do one at the other side then. So I'll put another beam support in at the bottom. So we're about there, I think. I think it looks good with the metal beam, actually. More secure. And that looks all right. I think one in the middle. That should work. Yeah. Let's take a copy of that. And roughly in the middle. So let's say about here. So if I go there, marry that at the top, get the steel beam in. There we go. Looks the part. Nice. Now what we need to do is similar here, but I'm going to use the bigger version, not the huge version like we've got on the buildings. So let's take the small pillar support, I think. Yeah, we definitely didn't have the beam one because this was the smallest one we used to have. Pretty sure. So I don't need the one at the bottom there. So I just need one on this side. So we'll do it roughly in the same location. That should work. Let's get the small concrete. We'll stick with the theme. Zoop that down. And then same on this side. And it just gives at least the illusion of some support for this. So I think we probably need something in the center here. So let's go for another small pillar support here on the end. Probably somewhere in the middle here. We definitely have something here, I think. And one over here on the end. That should work. I'm not sure about that one now, actually. That doesn't seem to fit there. All right, I should do it, I think. So let's just get some concrete pillars in, and I think we should be good to go. Oh, I don't know why it jumps off Zoop. Should leave it to where you've had it before. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. It's a bit random. Yeah, that should work. All right. So I think on this big one here, we'll probably need a bit bigger support. So rather than going for the small one, I'll probably go for the bigger one. So let's do the large pillar support. Right, let's see if I can nudge this into the right location. So let's have a look where we are. So there's the center. So just one over. There you go. That should do all right there, I think. Let's do the big concrete. Change to Zoop. Right, I think I do one more bit further down in the same, on the same line. Nudge, by the way, was one of the best things we got when it kind of when that came in. Actually, it was in early access. It's a lot easier now that everything can be nudged. I think it's a 4, so I think center will be about in between. So I might need to adjust the other one. Again, it swapped from zoo to default. Yeah, I think it's just a little out now, that one. So just need to correct that because I need to be in between these two. So let's delete that. Take a copy of that. And this needs to go in the middle. So let's nudge it again. There we go. There's the middle. So it just needs to come across a couple. Is that right? That is. Perfect. Yep, looks lined up as well. So let's take a copy of the stone pillar. Okay, perfect. Right. That looks supported now as well. So, what have you got in here? Definitely need some lights, but I think I need an access here. So I'm thinking, let's get rid of this on both sides. Take this wall out here, and let's add a few doors so we can get in and out. So let's go down to the doors. Concrete, we'll have to go for a side one. That'll go up there, and yep, perfect. And same again on this side. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So we've got access from there into the main building and on the other side. So we just need to mirror this on this side. So let's do that. Lovely. Hope you guys are enjoying this. This is just it's just something I like to do, just to take some time. This is not a speed run, like I've been saying all the way through this. This is the way I like to build it. It's a bit slow now, but this will speed us up when we need a lot of components being built. So we'll need the automation, and we'll need a lot of this done. Now this needs to be repeated on this side. I can't remember if I've shown this to you guys already, but basically how you get these belts like this, it's just to have a false floor almost. So let me do it on this side, just in case you don't know how to do it. It's pretty straightforward. It's been known for a while. But what we do is just to take the conveyor pole and just pop it right as close as you can to there. And then what we can do, we can get like, you know, you only need a Mark 1 belt, and it just, when you start to fill these out, it'll spit out in the belt and you'll be able to see what's stored in there. So it's easier doing this than actually putting a sign in, and I prefer it actually. I prefer just to see what's in each storage rather than looking at signs. Plus I don't think I have the materials yet for signs. And then we just go over it with the flooring, and there you go, disappeared. Just looks like now there's a belt just rolling out. Can't remember if I showed that last time or not, but At least we've covered it now, if I didn't. So we're thereabouts, really. So let's do a bit of a speed up while we do a bit more detailing. So there we go. Get through these doors now, so and up the stairs. Yeah, a bit awkward to fly. Let's walk up the stairs. That's why we built them. We'll be looking to put some sort of lift in here as well, because we've got that now, so we'll probably look to put one of them in soon. So this is what we've got. So we got some of the stuff going in through here. So if I take this floor, this should put me in the middle. Yep. So this puts me on the last storages, on the adjacent storages. So I've got some coming in there. So I think I just need to get some stairs in here. And then we've got access to this level from the top. So yeah, let's get some stairs in. So let's open that up a little bit first. Let's have a look. Let's go down to my walkway stairwells. I use these a lot, to be fair. Quite handy. They're not very, they don't take a lot of space. Just put these in as a little turnaround. Just makes it a lot more accessible and looks a hell of a lot better. Like a proper factory. These look great on the side of the building as well, to be fair. Like a fire escape type of thing. Yeah, should work. I just need to plug that hole with the foundation, and the rest of it I will put in the usual sort of walkways to you know, health and safety first and all that, and get some barriers around there. So we use this one first and just flip it around so that barrier is facing the staircase. Don't want people falling off now. Yeah, that should work. In the next to it, we don't need one of them. We just need a blank one. And then it's just a case of having another one of these to put a barrier on that side. And then we just need the barrier itself just to finish off. Okay. That's that done. Now, from a perspective of keeping it up there or giving it a support, I think I'll probably do the same thing as I've done before. And that is, oops, clicked off. So if I do my beam support, which won't go there because it doesn't work. So I think probably needs to go up here. So about halfway in, somewhere around there. Now, if I just nudge it, actually, I think might be good enough. Let's see. Let's take the metal. Let's see how it looks. Oh no, not quite. So just there we go, just halfway in. Delete that. Right, now we should cook in with gas. Yeah, perfect. So that just needs to go there. Meanwhile, another beam support for the bottom. Just so let me just nudge it. Nudging. Nope, looks like it's perfect there. Let's do that and bingo. Yeah, loose the part. Now, is that going to be right there? I think that'll do it. Right, just across to there. Yeah, that looks right. Let's just try it. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Oh, gone off there. Diagonal, freeform, default. That's what I need. So I'll keep it off a little bit. And take a copy of that. And that should go on the floor right underneath. All right, just, oh, needs a nudge. There we go. I just take a little bit from the top. That'll do nicely. There you go. That's a fully supported staircase. Just while I have a drink. Nice. It's the little touches, I think, what just makes a build a little bit more believable. So we're looking pretty good in here. Let's go back up top. Okay. Let's just take one of these out here. Think about here. This is not going to take a lot, I don't think, to do. So it's just picking the right spot. That should do. So I don't think oops, excuse me. I don't think we need anything fancy here. I think 2 stairs down should do it. And that should do it there. Right, same deal. What we need to do now is just to get this one in here so it faces the stairway. And it should work. And then take the blank, put the blank next to it. And then again, the single One there, and then just the metal fence on this side, and that's it. We're all encased. Perfect. And this is what we've got, guys. Complete floor, ready and waiting for us to drop in some assemblers and such. This is probably going to grow as well. I mean, at the end of the day, that's not a huge area. We've got a lot of stuff coming in, so I can see us having to extend that quite a bit. So we can go up and then we can go sideways at the end of the day. Oh, looks like I've missed putting one in there, so shall we fix that now? Should work there. And then that can go up, and then this can go all the way down. Give us a little extra support for the building. Dum dum, all the way down. Perfect. Right. Let's raise this one a little bit. I can see this getting massive, actually, thinking about it. There's going to be a lot coming here. You know, eventually I'm going to have to build a train station to come to here as well. Because there's a lot of resources I'm actually not collecting. I'm going to have to collect a lot more iron to get more of the reinforced iron plates, which I'm always running out of. You don't see that, but I do. Yeah, it's looking pretty good though. Definitely. Definitely looking good. Proof's in the pudding though. Need to get some equipment in there. Some machines. But we're almost there, really. Let's put another... No, let's not. Yeah. It's one of those things, isn't it? You just look at things and you just think, how am I better getting this through? So we should think about some lighting. Wall-mounted light seems a good idea. That might fit. Let's see if we will go straight above that. Okay. Looks like that's a good spot. No, that's a better spot. Yeah, it's a bit crushed when it goes on the top, so just so it's full. That looks good. Yeah, let's drop it there. Just lift it up a bit. No, yeah, definitely had it right then, so just there. Right, let's mirror that across, I think. It's all we're missing really is a bit of light in here for when it, especially when it goes dark. Perfect size, these. Absolutely perfect. I wish we had better lighting though, I must admit. That's what the game struggles on a little bit, in my opinion. We should have more choices when it comes to lighting. There's probably more choices out there for mods, I don't know. Like I say, I've not kicked off any mods in this run through, so this is completely vanilla. I'm just glad a lot of the mods have been made. in-game now, rather than relying on mods. You know, we've seen a few of them today, or in these last couple of episodes, which were originally mods. So good thing is on these though, we can daisy chain these lights, which by the way was a mod at one stage. You couldn't do it at one stage, but now on certain things it's possible, especially on lights and especially on power sources such as the batteries. You can daisy chain them too, as you've seen. Okay, so that's done there. So let's see if we can get this across to this side. If I take it in through there and then daisy chain it across to here. We need to hook this up to our grid system. So we'll do that here, I think, actually. If I get double wall socket. So let's do it sort of in the way. I don't think... No. I wasn't sure if it would capture it. There is a way of capturing it to capture a wire. There we go. We just need to connect that now to our grid. I think I might do that on a beam actually. And bring it out here. So yeah, so we can connect it to that. So I think in this case I will use go back to using a beam. So if I do it there, like so, and then bring this just above. I think that matches. Let's see. Perfect. Right, now we just need to connect this baby up. So let's connect this up to here. And then all the way down to here. And then it's just a quick... There you go, all lit up. It's a bit bright. I might put in a light controller which you can change the colors and also change the brightness a little bit. It's a bit too bright, but hey, it's lit up. That's the main thing. But it's definitely looking good now. We're pretty much there or thereabouts. Just need to get everything in here now. Okay, they're starting to come in. So I've tied up all my current resources, at least from our original factory. This is where this is coming from. It's all connected on my blueprinted road here. A little bit painful, but a lot quicker than doing it manually. But my RIPs are the coils, usual sort of stuff, modular frames, cable. So we got two going to ones on the other side, and then the rest are all going through the to the storage units on this side. And there we are. You see how it just hangs out there? It's just perfect, isn't it? I mean, so much easier. Right, so I just need to power up my sinks. So we can get this working. So they're over there. So probably utilize this floor here with, let's see if we can get this over here. Oh, can't do it, can I? Yeah, it's a foundation. So, and every time it sees a foundation, it expects a pole. So let me just put the 1 meter wall up here, just to trim up the edges of these foundations, and I should then be able to add a power supply directly to it. So I'll do the other side as well, and it looks a lot better with this on anyway. Oh, let's have a look. Ooh. One more. Right. So now we should be able to drag this power line up to here. Actually, just to make sure we're not on a double. So connect that to, let's see here, and just needs to come through. I'll just clip through on this one. We'll just assume it's been drilled. And that should go to our first sink here. Pretty straightforward. And then just hop across to our second sink over there. Okay, that'll work. And connected. Brilliant. So sinks are working. All I need now is just make sure that this is good. These are set up. I can't remember if I set them up or not. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. So I need to get the overflow set up on these. So what I can do, I can set it up here, and if I press right trigger and left, I can copy it. And then it's just right trigger and right. I can paste it across. So that's much easier. Pretty much solved. So all I need to do now is just take a copy of that and just bang the belts in, and that's it. We've got an overflow system in place. So this will keep things moving. Yeah, it keeps the power going on things we potentially might not need to, but these will give us also the essential tickets that we need. There's quite a few things I need to buy yet, so I mean, we'll get a lot of tickets for this, but it'll be pretty constant as soon as they fill up. Right, so we're now looking pretty sweet here. So let's just put a topper on this. And, you know, we're going to be starting to think about putting our assemblers in here. There's quite a few things I need. I need to start making some rotors. There's quite a few things I need. We need to set some motors up as well. Some stators and all that sort of stuff. And then we'll need to do the more advanced stuff whenever we unlock it, once we get, which I'm working on as well in parallel to this, on getting to my next milestone, which is phase 3. So just making my equipment over there next to the space elevator. But she's looking pretty sweet. So she's lit up, at least in the main area. And yeah, on the top, it's all wired up now, all belted. So what we need to do is to bring some more stuff in. I need to start to think about opening these up. So if I put in a floor hole here and get it quite close, because these elevators can handle it. So that's in the right direction. So I think right now there's not enough space inside our thing, so I'm just going to lay it on top. You know, this happens in real factors as well. When you, you know, you don't have the space, you put it wherever you can, and wherever can is right on the top of here. So that's not straight, so let's start that off here. So where's that going to go? It's going to go to here. So if I put it to this point somewhere in the middle, so let's click it there and take it to the edge. Perfect. Now I need to just add an elevator to that. So let's pick one of these. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about it actually. Let's see how far I need to go down. So if I go to roughly about there, and in that direction. Now, if I bring this in about here, and then if I click it there, that I think should work. So let's see. Let's put a belt in and see what happens. Yep, that looks perfect. Brilliant. Just now to attach it to this belt here, and we got that coming in. Excellent. I can fill that space up now. Do like it in here, but it's pretty bright. So what I think I'm going to do is we head down to where are we? Power I need. So light control panel. So let's look to change the color here a little bit. That works like that. Now if I short this out for now, lights will go off, but that's only a temporary thing. So if I connect back up, so it's still about there. So if I go to about here, come down, connect to the first one, and bring the second one up to this point here, and then just patch it across. There we go. So let's pick, I don't know, red, blue, does it matter? Let's go on red. They didn't change. That's probably because I put this the wrong way around. Yeah, I think so. So let's swap it out. Okay, go back in. And this time turn it round so it faces a different direction, and let's wire that in and see if that changes it. It's gone red already, but it's not lit up, so so join that to that, and we should hopefully, we got white, so let's go back in, change it to red. There we go, perfect. Still might be a little too bright, but we can play about with it after. Looks pretty good inside here though, to be fair. Love red. Very nice. Right. We've got our rotors coming out now, so yeah. It's a bit spaghetti junction in here though. I'm not keen. And it's worse at the back. Look at the back. Yeah, don't like that at all. So we're here, folks. We've got it. We've finally managed to get all the stuff in for completion of phase 2. So now we move towards oil. And with oil, we get more power and we get trains.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress
Yeah, we're
presentation.
not worried about that. Let's just send it.
The Phase 2 project part shipment is now ready for delivery.
So that's it, folks. We've got
Phase 2
the
will be completed and the
central
construction
storage
dock
done.
will be constructed.
We're now just building
After
the
completion of Phase 2, the
assembly,
technologies of Tiers 5 and 6 will become
assemblers,
available
and
in the hub.
now we'll be
These
able
might
to
feel
unlock
intimidating
manufacturers.
after your
Now we've
previous
unlocked Phase
experience,
3.
but rest assured that you would not be here if you
So
were
he goes
entirely
away
incompetent.
and does his job at the
Highlights are
space
oil
station.
production, railway transportation,
And
the
it starts
jetpack,
building
and
up a
many
little bit
more.
more.
Completing Phase 3 of Project Assembly is your next main objective.
Now I'll be able to
Just
clear a
remember
lot
to
of these
focus
off
on
quite
producing
quickly,
and
but it's
delivering
going to
the
take me
project
some
parts,
time
and fix its
to
faith
actually
in you will be
build up
strengthened.
a good logistical factory to take us into or to end out
completed.
Phase 3
You have been
effectively,
performing
but
more adequately
we're
under
now well
pressure
on the
and are
way.
closer than ever to saving the
There's
day.
nothing stop us
Perhaps you
being
were the right
automated
choice for
now
the
for
job.
everything,
Time
to be
will
fair.
tell. You will now enter Phase 3 of Project.
And here we are, folks. Now I have gone ahead and started to put like our assembly floor in, but it's not right. It's going to get changed, but I just wanted to highlight it now to show you where we are. So there's some work in progress here. Definitely going to be have to get the logistic floors, but look, I have added in a whole floor over our home base here. And this is going to be the theme moving forward. Got the manufacturers there all hooked up, ready to go. I'm probably going to move these though. Going to have to rethink this floor and get it a bit more organized. But we've got the material now coming in to build everything we need. Looking pretty sweet. And this is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as the game moves along. I've got pretty much every single belt now accounted for. And we've got oil coming in. Now we've unlocked oil and I have closed out that milestone. We're going to take a look at that. I'm not really showing you around where all these are coming in. I've kept it pretty focused on our central storage area, but probably worth now just pointing out of what this how this is being fed. But before we go, notice I've given ourselves a double floor here, to wall height, which is 8 meters. So I've raised it ever so slightly by another one wall. But let's take a look to see where all this is coming in. I'm not sure if I've shown this before. Can't remember if we've had a complete tour, but this is my road built using blueprints, so it was much easier, especially now it's got auto connect. This is my steel works. So basically I'm getting the coal from over there. And then the iron ore is coming in, as well as some copper and concrete from these pure nodes up here. So these again built by blueprints. If you're interested in blueprints, by the way, I will do a new video on that if there's any interest in knowing more about that. So it comes down on that elevator there, and this is into the foundries and then into the constructors, and it's all tucked away through here quite neatly. And we've got some SAM here, and this is where I'm getting my other stuff from. All through this blueprinted road here, which makes it a lot easier for us to work with. Although unlocked trains now, well, I'll show you everything else what I've unlocked, but trains is definitely a possibility. No signaling yet, but I've definitely got the trains. But right now, this blueprinted road just goes out all the way up here. so there was quite a few nodes that I need to utilize to increase my reinforced iron plates from over there, for example. But just showing you where I'm picking up the current sort of like material. So I've got my quick wire from this Caterium node here. So that's quite good. There's quite a lot of quick wire going into that. And then it comes out all the way over here. This is from our starter area. So I'm still utilizing all this from here. So all that's going into this blueprinted road here. So we've seen all that before. And then we're going to go head out towards our sort of little one of our oil fields. I haven't done the other one yet, but potentially maybe doing. But I'm also waiting for some alternate recipes. So I do have some oil generators over here, but they're not the most efficient ones because the efficient ones require some alternative recipes, which I haven't found yet. So I'm going to have to do a little hard drive grind just to see if I can unlock some more of the alternate recipes that I need, especially to get me more power. But right now I've got power galore and a lot of spare in the tank. But yeah, this is where I've got all the fuel coming in, all the oil, sorry, and that's giving us fuel for our generators, and so is this side. I'm getting the plastics and rubber, and the other out from the process with the fuel or with the heavy oil. So this gives us heavy oil and plastic. And there's 200 there times 4 of them. So, and there's 200 in all for the rubber sort of side, along with my heavy oil residue, which is what I need to do my fuel. And they're all stored in a bit of a buffer here with a large storage unit. And then up here I've got at least my first level of oil generators, and if you look to see how much I've got, it's quite a bit. So 9.3 gigawatts, and I'm already using 2.5-ish, so I've got plenty in the tank. So here we go, folks. So this is what we're going to be working on next. I'm not going to do any more in this episode, but I will share with you what I've currently got from a milestone perspective. So if we go down to our little hub here, have a look at the milestones. So I have got rid of quite a few of them. I've got the jetpack now, and all this good stuff. Conveyor belt 4, Mark 4. I've got manufacturing now. I've got my trains, but I haven't got the signaling yet because I still need to make computers. But yeah, and a bigger blueprinter. So this is where we're at. So we're pretty much done now. I mean, this is huge. Looks pretty good, actually. But this is going to get a lot bigger, and that's what the next episodes will do. If you're interested in watching to see how this grows, then, subscribe. It will give you then an indication if you hit the icon bell, and it'll give you a notification when the next ones are loaded up. But I also wanted to put have a go at this, which is again brand new, which is our personal elevators. I'll be looking to install some of them on my next video, I think, which a bit much easier than stairs. But yeah, we're looking pretty sweet right now. So I think we've definitely progressed. This floor definitely needs redoing, so that's why I've jumped to this section. The next video will start from scratch. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you're doing something similar, let me know. But like I said, if you can give us a like, it really helps. It really helps the algorithms. And if you subscribe you make sure that you'll be informed when there's another video dropping. So, which will be the update on this one once we build out this second floor. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks all. Bye, everybody.